What's going on to everybody that follow upon this video? It is Justice for Kenneka, and so I'm recording this video in that theme, along with all the other things that we go through as African American men and women, and how can we bond this unity through our community to stand up as one and unite when we see the injustice that goes on, when we see that when we try to get justice, there is none. The door seems to be shut and slammed in the face every time we seek to use the legal justice system. As you hear in the background, you hear the kids outside playing. Of course, that's the future generation. But as the present generation, I have to be a voice for their generation as well. Because at the time of this video, they're outside playing and having a good time as I sit here and talk about Kenneka Jenkins. As they get older, it's probably going to be somebody else that they're going to be on social media talking about that's going to make them remember where they were. As I talk about this case, and I have in the past, it took on more of a personal thing because I have a daughter. That's my only child. And she's only 3 years younger than Kenneka. And when I see this case how it is, and I know that town up there in Rosemont, and how corrupt and crooked they are, and I see that people that have higher voice, if you will, never come out and say nothing, never support the real. Alright, now, like I say, I know you got token new Negro blacks. You got the boule niggas. Alright, you got the Illuminati puppets, the new Negroes, the house niggers, so on and so forth, right? I know that. But it would be nice that for people out here that we supposed to support all your hip hop artists, your R&B artists, your movie stars, your actresses and shit. They want us to go watch their movies and buy their music, buy their clothes and name brand clothing brands and shit, right? Drink the alcohol that they sponsor and shit. Go to their nightclubs. All that. But when you see the injustice that goes on, you never hear none of these hip hop artists and stars and none of these companies come out and say anything. Even at the time of this video, they're talking about the NFL football and standing for the flag and not standing for the flag. Instead of focusing and asking the question, why are the players even kneeling in the first place? Let's get to the root of the problem. Let's get to the real issues here. Let's address the issues for what they are, and then let's make some effective changes going forward in this country. Again, as you hear the new generation, right, they are having a good time. The Sound of Children was a little poem that I wrote. I'm not going to go into detail here, but that's what that remind me of, because that's what you hear, the sound of children for the new generation. I pray that none of those kids out there that's playing at the time of this video grow up and have to face the injustice that we know will still be around as they get older. It's sad to even fathom that in publications you find that the African American family have to have the talk on how to survive in the United States of America when dealing with law enforcement. Why is that? I mean, why do African American men, women, families have to sit down with their children and have a discussion on how to properly conduct themselves when dealing with law enforcement? Why is that? You know, the notion that we can come together as one and try to build and unite the communities, work together, speak out when we see injustice. If we call ourselves community activists and leaders and grassroots or what have you, then we have to hit these so-called politicians that want to get in the office and take up legislation and laws and shit. We have to make sure where they stand at, where they come at, what their belief is. Are they really uniting a generation? Or are they tearing them divide? Or are they just seeking a position of social status? Or are they really trying to help the community that they're trying to serve? See, these are some of the deep questions that we should ask the politicians that want to take office. no matter what year it is. I wish I can get on here and explain why African Americans, why we attack each other, why we mean mug each other, why we look down towards each other, why we willing to pull a gun and shoot and rob and kill and steal from each other. I wish I could have a universal answer for that. I don't know. Especially in times when you see true, direct, blatant injustice in your face. Nothing's done. We just kind of quiet. But robbing, killing, and stealing from our own, that happens within the next heartbeat. Instead of building a bridge and saying, hey, you know what? Fuck all that bullshit. Let me represent this real shit for once. Let me stand up, let me greet my black brother when I see him walk down the street, my black sister when I see her walk down the street. When I see injustice, let me go out here and be that voice. Smoking weed and drinking and fucking getting pussy and all that, that's what you do? Go right ahead. But in the same token, when you see injustice go on, you should be able to put that shit to the side. Real quick. You see some injustice, man, hey man, put that shit up, man. Let's go out here and talk. Let's go out here and protest. Let's go out here and let our voice be heard. Let's go out here and let these people know that, hey, even though that shit didn't happen to us, we still right here with you. We still riding with you. We for you. We're going to let our voice be heard with your voice, and then the voices is stronger now. They're going to really hear us now, because when we chant as one. See, I think we forget our history, but because we're not really reminded of our history. When we look at the civil rights movement leaders of Martin Luther King Jr. and Ralph David Abernathy and Hosea Williams and Andrew Young, the Congressman John Lewis, you got Jesse Jackson in there, Al Sharpton, if you will. Some of them corrupt and crooked, but it is what it is, right? And countless of others that I haven't mentioned. But when you look at those leaders and how they went out there, men and women, they may not agree every day. They may not agree all the time. Some of them might even envy each other at one point in time. But they went out there collectively as one, for one goal, one agenda, one purpose, to get effective, to get some change. And that's how we have to do it. Say, look, for this cause right here, we united. We stand as one. We got to focus on our goal here. We cannot let the new generation, this new generation that's out here playing outside, we got to show them they outside playing. But when they mentally get of age, we need to have the foundation, the concrete foundation to show them this is what you need to do. When you see injustice go on, this is what you need to do. This is the effective way to handle that. Write your agenda down. Write your plan down. Go out there and protest. Let your voice be heard. That's the initial steps. And continue. We got to be educated. We got to educate ourselves and our future generations to let them know the necessary steps they need to take to get justice, to seek justice. The legal way. Use the legal system. It's crooked than a motherfucker with antiquated ass laws. However, work the motherfucker. See, we need future attorneys, black women and black men, suited and tied up, highly educated, professional speaking attorneys that know the law front and back. They give their whole weekend to study the law. So when we see this kind of shit, they know exactly what shit to file, what motion to call, add, what needs to be done. We need that. We need high-level thinking individuals that have a sharp mind to see a situation and analyze it for what we are seeing, and then have the mental capability to read between the underlying undertoneness of it to decipher what's really being seen, what's really being hidden, so we can pull those facts out and get the truth. See, we have to leave those tools for the new generation that's growing up. Just like the civil rights leaders left the tools for us. See, some of us we haven't experienced the colored signs and the white only signs in the window sills. We haven't experienced that. We don't know what that looks like for them to tell you, no, nigger, go to the back, nigger. We haven't seen that directly in our face. Sure, they may say nigger in their private life. You know the same ones that, on your job, they pat you on the back. Great job, Johnny. But when they go home, Johnny, he's a nigger, but that nigger shows work. We know the racism is still there. The undertone is still there. It's always there now. It's always there. Can we work together? Sure, why not? But we need to start working together. African American men and women. I'm not here to attack people that want to date interracial dating. That's not what I'm saying. That's a whole nother video, another topic, another day. But we need to come together on some real shit. Because we can't lead this generation right here, this new millennial generation and younger, to reality TV. And when they see blatant racist injustice in their face, they don't know which way to go. They don't know they can speak out. They don't know they need to be quiet. They don't even know the subtle signs of racism because they don't even know it. Nobody educated them. All they know is fucking reality TV and spending your money on rich motherfuckers that's on TV, trying to be like them and shit, emulate an artist and shit, a musician or whatever. Nah, we can't lead the new generation that vulnerable to the higher uppers, the Illuminati. So they thought that they couldn't get the baby boomer generation. They thought they would get the generation after the baby boomers, and they're like, okay, well, we couldn't get them, so we can get the millennials. Yeah, we can get the millennial generation because they mind is focused on technology, cell phones, social media, reality TV. All right, we have to have a new generation that's going to focus on these politics and the injustice that goes on around them. But hey, the generation of the present has to show them what it is. You have to point it out. When you see that, you need to speak about that. Have your voice be heard about that when you see it. That's not right. That's not how it's supposed to go. And that's when we have that collective, when we all come together and all speak as one. It's not about nobody getting the shine, the clout, the fame, the glory, none of that shit. It's about every year you see the countless continued injustice goes on in all these motherfucking states. And we come out and protest for a little bit and then we fade away. We can't fade away. That's what we got to stop doing. Because see, they don't got equipped to that shit. They like, okay, they going to come out for a couple of weeks, maybe tops, yeah, cuss, and then they going to go about that. See, that's their shit. They don't got used to that shit now. Because we don't show them that's what we going to do. We got to stop that shit. We got to hit their ass with secret protests out of the blue. Just come out and just protest out of nowhere. Then they're like, damn, where they come from? We here, nigga. You thought we was gone? No, we here. We just took a day off for your ass. Tricked your motherfucking ass. We here. We ain't going nowhere. We're not going to let you know what day we going to protest. We're just going to pop the fuck up. See, we need to just have those instant pop-up ass protests out of nowhere. Social media will light the fuck up. The news media will eat that shit up. That'll get so much exposure. Because they put them on guard now. They be like, damn, the news media be breaking news. There's a protest out of nowhere. Where'd that come from? They bring their ass down and they want to know details. What are y'all down here protesting for? Every damn thing. Bring your ass down here and join. Don't just cover the shit, get your ass involved. See, that's what we need to do. See, that's what a real leader would have already thought about. See, I'm going to get my ass out there. I'm going to get out there. Because motherfuckers ain't doing that real shit. Black Lives Matter, kiss my ass. Fuck out of here. See, I'm going to take a real motherfucker to get out there and do some real shit. Feel me? Because we need to have a voice that's strong, that's opinionated, that got an agenda, got a plan. Not just, I want to get out there and say a couple of sound bites and I don't have nothing else to offer. Oh no, I got some other plans to offer. Because I'm going at politicians. You're not going to get no black vote if your ass ain't talking no real shit. And don't be cute and think you're going to say some cute sound bites in front of the news cameras to court the black vote. No, nigga, we ain't on no date, motherfucker. Do some real shit. And you better have a motherfucking consistent track record of speaking out when you see injustice. Don't bring your ass out here in the black neighborhood and say some cute shit for sound bites. And that's the first time you ever said some shit. Nah. That's the fuck shit. That's the fuck shit. See, that's what we need to teach the new generation to watch the fuck out for. You feel me? Let me wrap this bitch up. You already know, nigga, it's justice for Kenneka. For life. For life, nigga. I don't give a fuck whenever we find the truth out. For life, nigga. For life.